Alright guys, welcome to the channel. I'm here for the chess.com opening roulette, and I will be playing the Queen's Gambit decline today. I'll be explaining every move. You're going to see me come up with middle game plans and game strategy. It's just going to be very instructive and entertaining. So stick around. Tournament will be starting in about 4 minutes. Maybe I should do some puzzles. But while doing some puzzles, I might end up missing a round. Well, this is an arena, so maybe it doesn't really matter if I miss a round. Alright, let me hop into the tournament. Let's hop in. Alright, so let's go. What do you do with the light square bishop in the French defense? In the French defense, if you can train the light square bishop, you try to trade it. There's a variation where you can bring the light square bishop to I really don't know the name of this quest. Then you can bring your light square bishop here and probably try to trade it here. In some cases, maybe you play a move like this and you try to trade it here. In some cases, you put it here and but I think the bishop always usually belongs on this square instead of going for this in the French. Oh, maybe I should have flipped the board. I think instead of going for this in the French defense, you already have I think this move. Yes, this move and this move. And this is a pawn break you want to go for, and this is also another pawn break you might end up going for. So I think the bishop usually belongs here. You can play a move like this and try to trade the bishop if your opponent allows it. That's what you do with your dark square bishop in the French defense. If you can trade the bishop for a knight, for a bishop, or what have you, well, not for a pawn. If you can trade it for a knight or bishop, you just do it. You just do it, and you should have a good game. You'd end up with a good game. And the bishop is just going to join the game later on. So you shouldn't worry too much about the bishop. And tournament starting in about 1 minute. What can I do in that 1 minute? I would love to solve puzzles. I don't want to, I do not want to miss a round. Yes, the bishop is usually stuck behind the pawns. Yes, the light square bishop in the French is usually stuck behind the pawns. And it's in many cases, it might just be a terrible piece. In many cases, it might be a terrible piece, but it's not the end of the game. You can trade the bishop. You can put the bishop here. Maybe at some point, the bishop is just going to join the game somewhere, maybe here or here. The tournament is starting in about a minute. So let me just wait for it to start. Let's wait for it to start. I would have started the live stream earlier. And accept some challenges from viewers, and we just have fun playing chess. But my phone got spoiled today. I had to go and repair my phone. Today. The phone screen got broken, and I just have left with no option than to fix it. I have to fix it. So that is why I didn't start the stream early. Alright, the tournament will be starting now. We even have a titled player here. Okay, I'm playing a 2000 rated player, and this is the Queen's Gambit decline. I think I love to play this move. Let's see what my opponent is going to do. Are they going to accept this thing? The Gambit, they are not. So we go here next. What's my opponent playing here? I think opponent would love to land the knight here. Let's just proceed with developing our pieces. I'm delaying this move, and I shouldn't be delaying it, I guess. Delaying this kind of move, so that if my opponent captures here, I always have this. Alright, let's go here. I think my opponent is going to capture here now. Okay, he doesn't. Let me castle my king. Stay away from trouble. I would love to capture here, but then my opponent is going to capture here, and I'll be left with an isolated pawn. And in some cases, that isolated pawn is just going to be a liability. So let's capture with the knight. What if my opponent goes here? Looks interesting. If my opponent goes here, it's looking interesting already. If my opponent goes there, I think I can just play a move like this. Okay, my opponent doesn't go there. If my opponent had gone there, I think I have some interesting moves. I really feel like capturing here. Doesn't look like I gain anything from doing that. I also think I want to play a move like this. Just to ask the evil queen, their evil queen, go away. Do you see what else my opponent is cooking with this move? Do you see what my opponent is cooking? My opponent is setting up this move so that if they capture here, all of a sudden they just open up an attack on my bishop, and my bishop is not defended. So I think I can get away with playing a move like this, asking the queen to go away. And once the queen moves away, if they move the queen here, well, that's asking for trouble. So they maybe have to move the queen to one of these squares. Then I'm just going to capture here. I feel like just capturing here, but I really don't, I don't think I have anything there. So let's not capture there. Let's see what my opponent is up to. Opponent, you have to move your king, queen. And opponent actually moved the queen. I feel like attacking the queen one more time. Do you put the knight on f5 or g7? Knight on f5 or g7. My knight f5. f5. Yes, f5. Or g7. I don't know. I think I usually put my knight here. And maybe in some cases put a knight here after pushing the pawn forward. Okay, now I feel like just capturing here. Okay, let's say I capture here. Opponent captures here. I capture here. Look, it looks like I might end up winning a pawn here. That cannot be bad, I guess. Okay, maybe the way I went about it is not really the best way to go about it. Because now my opponent has two pieces piling up on this. Okay, I think I want to do this. Let's line up on their queen so that I could play a move like this, and the move is already looking very interesting. Okay, I think I'm interested in this one instead. Opponent is attacking my bishop. So let's save the bishop. We attack the opponent's queen. I also feel yes. I think I can play moves like this again. Just kick the opponent's queen away. And guess what? My pieces are actually walking towards heading towards my opponent's queen. So opponent has to be very careful. Opponent's king, I mean, may just try to start up an attack somehow. Maybe bring the queen here, slide the queen over here. I'm hitting the queen again. So where are they moving the queen now? Okay, they can move the queen here. I feel like going for this pin. Okay, they don't. They move the queen over there. Wow. Does this move trap the queen? Guys, that move traps the queen. If I'm able to play that move, the queen is trapped. Okay, the queen will be trapped. But I can't play it now because my opponent just captures here. So I'm thinking of playing a move like this, but I'm not actually also looking for something very forcing. But for now, I can't see any forcing move. Let's say I play a move like this. What do I expect? What do I expect from my opponent? Let's just play this move. Let's see what my opponent is up to. If my opponent is not paying attention, queen is lost. My opponent is not paying attention, the queen would be lost. I do not like that. I can play moves like this and moves like this, and my opponents Opponent's queen just gets trapped. Not queen, I end up landing a fork. I don't like this move, so let's just go back. Let's go back. All right. Let's go here. My opponent's queen is my opponent is losing a piece here. Opponent is going to lose a piece here. Because once the piece goes here, I'm just coming back here. And the piece is trapped. Opponent's pieces is getting forked. And they will lose something. Donut Panda, welcome to the channel. Happy to see you here. I wish this move actually means something. Doesn't really mean a lot. Doesn't mean a lot. I feel like going for this pin. That cannot be bad. Maybe it is bad. Oh, it is looking like a good move. Not good enough. Not good enough. Opponent has this move. I hate that they have that move. I really hate that they have that move. All right, let's go here. We are asking my opponent some interesting questions. Oh, maybe I should have just gone here instead. All right, let's see how my opponent responds to this. Let's see how he responds to this. Okay, now I'm threatening to go here, check. That's a threat on the board. So how is my opponent, what's my opponent going to do about it? Maybe they move the king away. But if you move the king away, I still have this move. I still have this move regardless. So what are they really going to do? And this rook can't just move to a random square. Moving the rook here doesn't save the game. I still land this fork and I'm picking up the rook. And mind you, I already have won a piece for 2 pawns. I've won a piece for 2 pawns. So I am chilling currently. Okay. Opponent is willing to lose the piece. Well, maybe not willing, but maybe not left with a lot of options. Maybe opponent is not willing, but not left with so much options. Do I have something else I would like to play here? Ooh, I feel like just playing this move does nothing. All right, let's go here. I'm also looking at just moving my knight here. Position is just too good for me. Opponent cannot move this piece to a random square. Moving it to a random square just leads to checkmate. Well, maybe not checkmate, but you end up losing a piece. So opponent cannot afford to do that. And now that I'm up 3 points of material, I think I can afford to trade. I can afford to trade and I have no issues. I have no issues trading here. Lost Panda. I guess I'll check your game again. I'll check what you're talking about. For now, I'm not too sure what you're talking about. Now I'm piling up on this pawn. Trying to win the pawn. Why not? What if opponent goes here? Looks interesting. I think then I just go here and I win a pawn here. Okay, opponent doesn't go there. Opponent doesn't go there. Okay, now I feel like just going here instead. Piling up on this. I want to trade here. What if opponent goes here? Well, that's a piece. I'm just grabbing it. I want to just trade here and win something. I'm also looking at moves like this. Now, mind you, this is pinned now. This is pinned to the queen. Which my opponent will just smash the resign button. Lost from light. If you watch me here, if you watch me a lot, you see that when I'm playing different defense, you just see what I do. I really don't even know. I really don't know the piece coordination. I don't know where to start from. If I want to start saying e4, e5, and what have you, I don't know where to start from. My opponent doesn't want to capture here, but how are they going to capture? That's the question. How are you going to capture? Opponent would love to not capture this way. Okay, they capture this way finally. Okay, now we have a trade. Now we have a trade. I'm just watching out for this knight and just watching out, trying to make sure the knight doesn't become something else on the board. I suspect my opponent is going to play this move, but I think I'm just going here and I'm just piling up on the pawns. My opponent should be looking for the resign button now. Although if these pawns start running, they might get really dangerous. They might get really dangerous. I don't see them running. I really do not see them running. Now I'm eyeing this. I'm eyeing this. And if I can get to win one of these pawns, this pawn is just nothing. If I can win one of these pawns, the other pawn is nothing. And I feel like just doing this. Isn't that trapping the knight? Is it? All right, let's go here. Let's say I attack this knight now. Where's the knight going? Okay, my opponent might not move the knight. My opponent might not move. Let's capture here. I'm asking for a trade. I don't think my opponent is going to trade. Trading is game over. GG's. Trading is just GG's. Let's attack this. Attack this evil piece. Opponent really wants to start pushing forward. That's exactly what my opponent wants to do. Let's go here. I could sack here if I wish. I think I'm interested in this. Oh my goodness. I have to watch out for my back rank, guys. I have to watch out for my back rank, so I don't end up getting checkmated on the back rank. Opponent would like to play a move like this. And opponent finally resigned. Opponent finally resigned. Let's get another game rolling. The problem here is that this is a custom position. We'll be starting with the Queen's Gambit decline every time. So I can't go into the French, but if I'm streaming on any day, if it's the Untitled Tuesday or what have you, you are going to see me play the French defense a lot. Now you see the ideas behind some of my moves there. In the French defense, this bishop is a sad bishop. Sometimes you just move the bishop here, and sometimes you try to trade it here by moving. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's very unnecessary. That's very unnecessary. My mouse sleeps a lot. I get a lot of mouse sleep. My mouse sleeps a lot. GG's, thank you. Let's go. I'm sticking to you guys' advice and it's working. I'm sticking to you guys' advice and it's working. You guys told me that when I'm playing in this tournament that I shouldn't be in a haste to win the game. I should just go slow but steady. All right. My opponent is going crazy while having their king on the center of the board. A move they are likely going to regret. Let's just go here. I'm interested in playing moves like this, playing a move like this. Just try to blow open the center of the board. Problem is that I have a light square bishop that is sad and crying on the back rank. The bishop is sad. My opponent not castling here. And look at this. My opponent has already pushed this pawn. Okay, this is a Queen's Gambit declined already. So this pawn is already advanced. Alright. I'm in love with this position. I won't lie. I would love to push this pawn forward. But let's do this. Let's prepare it this way. What if my opponent plays this move? I think I'm just going to ignore and play this move. Okay, let's go forward. Now my opponent is interested in castling. If my opponent doesn't capture here, I'm threatening to go here, and that's going to be a fork. If opponent captures here, I capture here. Should I worry about some Greek gift sacrifice? There is none. Okay, now that's a fork, bro. That is a fork. That is just a fork. Alright, my fork is still very alive. Now my bishop is no longer too sad. That bishop was sad some moves earlier, crying, but not anymore. Not anymore. The bishop is happy now. The bishop can use all of these squares. Okay, now I'm going to pin this. I'm not in a haste to capture. And opponent has to be careful, because if I can capture here, it's going to be a pin. It's going to be a fork, I mean. I'll be hitting the rook and be hitting the queen. An opponent cannot move this. If they move it, that's a free queen. Thank you, bro. If they capture here, that's just giving me more material and I'm happy. If they capture here, I think I'm just going to capture with a knight, because the queen, the bishop, the knight still cannot move. There's a pin on the knight, and then my rook would be attacking the knight. So they can't afford to do that. Why they would love to do that? They can't afford to do that. Guys, you don't want to play the way my opponent played here. You don't want to do that. There's really no need. There's really no need moving. There's really no need going for the attack before completing your development. There's really no need doing that. It's likely not going to get you anywhere. Yeah, it's just going to get you to lose games, I guess. Although these files are really open now, and maybe my opponent might try to come up with some counter attack, some counter play, I guess. This bishop is a monster. I feel like just leaving it here, but I'm not. I'm going to grab a piece. I'm going to grab material because I'm greedy. Let's go here. I'm also eyeing this. Also eyeing this. I am eyeing this. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, now that's bad because I come here with a check and that's a fork. That's an attack on the king and the queen. So now I was expecting they play a move like this. That's what I was expecting. Okay, my opponent might be looking for the resign button, and he finally found it. Finally found it. All right, let's get another game rolling. Okay, I'm playing a 1-8, strong player. Let's try to beat him up. Let's go here. Guys, if you're watching this stream and you're yet to smash the like button, kindly help me do that. Help me smash the like button. Okay, this queen's game gonna be declined. I think in many cases. Okay, I'm happy to see my opponent capture here. Although my opponent would love the opportunity to play a move like this. My opponent is very interested in playing a move like this. If they have the chance, do I want to put the knight here? No, I think I will do this and get my knight here. Ooh. I don't like this bishop here. I won't lie. But I think I should still play a move like this. I don't like this knight here. The knight is very annoying. Ooh, that would have been very interesting move. My opponent is going for attack and attack. Let's go here. Let's strike on the center of the board. I'm looking at just coming back here. I could play a move like this and pick up the bishop. Cannot be bad, I guess. Cannot be bad. But there's no problem. I wanted to say there's a problem. My opponent can maybe play a move like this, and when I capture here, they deliver this checkmate. But you see this knight that is sitting here, the knight is defending this square, so I have no worries. And my opponent play this move so that they can play a move like this, but I think I should land this move and I should be chilling. Yes, I think I should be chilling. I'm just going to remove this evil piece. And this evil knight, I also want to remove it. Okay, let's grab here. I think my opponent is going to capture this way. That's what I think. Ooh, they don't. They don't. Oh my goodness, they do not. They do not. And the opponent is threatening this. I do not like that move. I don't like that my opponent is threatening that. I would love to go for this pin, but then my opponent can capture here with check. And when I move away, what should I expect? Okay, let's say I go here now. Opponent captures here, we check. I move away, then opponent can play this move. Okay, not a move I think we want to see on the board. Because we don't want to see that move on the board. Maybe I just try to finish my development. I would love to play a move like this. That cannot be bad. Piling up on this, hitting everything, asking them to move the knight away. And where are they moving the knight to? Okay, I see. So let's go here first. Let's go here. I'm just cross-checking to make sure it works. I'm piling up on this. If my opponent captures here, well, that's a piece. I just go for it. Maybe my opponent can say I have this fork. Or is that even a fork? Yes, maybe it's a fork. Maybe they trade. If they trade, it's no longer a fork. Okay. Where's the evil knight? Evil piece going? Evil queen. Yeah, evil queen. Where are you going? Alright, I feel like playing a move like this. That's what I feel like playing. Is that move correct? Maybe not correct. I also feel like just doing this, but then maybe my opponent might play a move like this. Okay, what if I just go forward here? Trying to break stuff open and trying to trade my my liability, because that piece is a liability and this pawn is a liability. Okay, I think we can go here. What if my opponent plays this move? Then we can attack this way. Maybe my opponent lands a fork here. I just grab here. I think I should be fine. Let's go here. What if my opponent captures here? I didn't even calculate that. Opponent can actually capture there. Opponent can capture there. I didn't even calculate that. Okay, opponent doesn't. I missed something very crucial, guys. Very, very crucial. Very crucial. Do you see what I missed? The evil knight is going to land here. And opponent is just going to end up. Pan Grey Key, welcome to the channel. Happy to see you here. Happy to see you here. All right, let me quickly do something. Let me quickly do something. Let me quickly do something. I misplayed this move. I misplayed it. I misplayed it. I just missed the idea. I just completely missed the idea. And I'm lost now. Am I lost? Maybe not. Let's go here. Opponent is going to lose 2 pieces. 2 pieces for a rook. That should not be too sad. That should not be too sad. Opponent strikes with something very brilliant. Don't we have this move? I think we have this move. I have to do something. Maybe coming back here would have been better. Maybe, just maybe. Opponent wants to complicate the game. I want to capture there. Okay, I may not want to capture there. I think I might be interested in moves like this. Trying to trade the queens if I can. Why not? But guess what? My opponent has this move. Opponent captures. Thank you. Oh, opponent can sack the rook. I thought they would sack the rook. I thought they were going to sack the rook. Opponent is simply waiting for me to move my king. I can't even focus. Let me quickly round this thing up. So I can focus. If I play this move, okay, I think maybe I'm back. Maybe not back into the game, but maybe my position is not too sad. Oh, position is very sad. Position is very sad. I'm down with pawn. I'm down with full pawn. Very full pawn. I'm hitting this again. Looks like I should win one more pawn again. Looks like I should win a pawn again. All right, let's focus. Oh, let me offer the draw now. I'm running out of time. Let's offer a draw. Let's just get another game rolling. Let's get. I got bishop e7 blunder. My opponent accepted the gambit. My opponent accepted the gambit. I feel like just going here already. Isn't that move just trapping the queen and trapping the rook? Okay, it's not. I also feel like just sacking here. It does nothing. Let's just go back. Did I blunder there? Did I blunder? Maybe I blundered. Maybe I blundered. You see what this open? You see what these 200 rated players, 600 rated, low rated players do? They just try going crazy with their king on the center of the board. They always do that. They always do that. With the king on the center of the board, don't think I'm complaining. I do not think I am complaining. Now look at my opening king side. Are you going to castle here? You don't want to push pawns like this in front of your pawn or in front of your king. If you castle here, what that's just castling into trouble. That is castling into trouble. That's literally castling into trouble. The king is completely open. So that castle doesn't make any sense to me. You want to castle your king for safety, but don't see any safety here. All right. Let's try it this way. Let's try to open the board this way. I was looking at this sacrifice, but it doesn't work earlier. Ooh. It still doesn't work. Okay, it works now. It works now. Wait. It works earlier. Why didn't I go for it? It works now. I have this sacrifice. And once my opponent captures, then I have this move. I think I was just carried away with checkmate. That's why I wasn't even looking at that. I wasn't thinking of that as a possibility. It works. Now that's a fork. We just lure the king into the square, lure the queen into that square, and apart from luring the queen into that square, we also actually remove the defender of this square, a very key defender of this square. I missed that move earlier. I can't believe I missed it. Yes, it works before. Yes, it works before. Yes, it works before. And I think I should have checkmate. This should be checkmate, no? It works. It's not checkmate. Okay, opponent has this move, but this is checkmate. Let's go. Let's get another game rolling. You can see what these low-rated players are doing. What is this? Why did you move your knight here? Only to move it here. What is that? Maybe they won't trade. If you trade, they won't trade. You just move a piece 3 times for no reason. That's really not. Look at, I have already developed 3 pieces already. My opponent has developed none. Okay, now how do I proceed? How do I proceed? I love to play a move like this and go here. It doesn't trap the piece. Let's go here. Let's try to break open the center. My opponent is just capturing everything. This is nice. This is nice. I won't lie. This is nice. Let's do it this way. I will be bringing my rook into this square, and that rook is just going to be very good. Okay. See what my opponent is setting up. I see what my opponent is setting up. Maybe they want to push this pawn forward and try to come in this way. I really don't know what my opponent is trying to do, but this queen has to be very careful before it gets trapped. Queen has to be very careful before it gets trapped. Okay, now that my opponent plays this move, I'm going to play this move. And if my opponent quickly captures here, well, that's a free queen. And I won't be surprised if my opponent captures here. Okay, it doesn't. I thought he was just going to do that because he has been in the business of just capturing. Capturing. All right, now I want to bring my piece here. I want to bring my rook here. Line the rook up with the queen and the king. Okay. That looks bad. That looks bad. I suspect my opponent is going to... Is he going to block? You can't even block. Okay. Now I can capture here with check. And is it leading to checkmate? Is it leading to checkmate? That's the question. I know I can play this move and just pick this up. I know. That's for sure. But I also know I can just capture here. Opponent discover check on the king. And my opponent is forced to block the check with a piece. And looks like I don't have any other very good to discover check. Okay, I can capture here, check, opponent captures, I just capture here. But I can capture here, that's a free piece. I will get 3 points. If I go here, my opponent plays this move, and after the trade, we get 3 points. So let's go here. Let's go here. Opponent has to block this way. The king can't move. Okay, if they move the king here, I still do not have any very good discovered attack. Oh, this move looks very good. The move looks good. And opponent has to be careful where they put their queen. Opponent has to be careful where they put their queen. Because for now, I don't have a discovered attack that wins the queen. And okay. What if opponent just goes here? Opponent goes there. I'm desperately looking for a very good discovered attack. I'm not seeing any. Let's not try to win the game very quickly. Let's just go slow but steady. I have to watch out for this. My opponent piece is looking at this, so I'm just going to trade here. Let's just trade. And then let me go here. I don't have a lot to worry about now. I'm looking at just stacking my pieces up here and trying to deliver a check here, which is going to be are you a smurf? Do you think 1-5 LO is when you are no longer a beginner? Hmm. Is my opponent still interested in this move? Okay, that move does nothing. The move does nothing. Ooh, that's a move. I hate that move. But that's a move. That is a move. I thought I was just going to capture here, but I can't. I have to go back here now. Okay, opening and trading pieces in this position is just music to my ears. Trading pieces in this position, that's just music. That's music to my ears. Maybe they trade the queens again. Although the game is taking longer than necessary, maybe I should just speed things up. If you are below 1000, you are a beginner. Even if you have been playing for over a year, yes. I think if you are below 1000, you are a beginner too. That's what I also think. I wish this is checkmate, but for now it's not. Let's go here. Opponent wants to land a check here. I just want to make sure I'm not getting hit with a back rank checkmate. All right, now we have this check. Is that checkmate? That's checkmate, guys. Instead of capturing here, what do? We deliver this beautiful checkmate. It's not. Oh my goodness, it's not checkmate. Oh my goodness, how did I miss that? Oh my god, how did I miss that move? How did I miss that move? I can't believe I missed that move. How did I miss that move? How did I miss that move? Let's go here. Problem here is that my opponent doesn't have their rook on the dark square. I thought I was checkmating my opponent for real. I really thought I was checkmating my opponent. I'm not playing this very well now. I'm really not playing it very well. Let's go here. I should start rolling my pawns. Very important. Very important I start rolling my pawns. If the pawn gets here, then this would be checkmate for real this time. And my opponent's piece is in a mating net. But my opponent can play this move and they should be fine. But if my opponent gets greedy and capture here, that's bad. Okay, opponent is playing some decent chess here. Opponent is playing some decent chess here. Let's say I go here. I think my opponent can play a move like this. Let's push pawn forward. Let's just go forward. Let's roll my pass pawns. Let me just roll my pass pawns. I'm wasting time to beat I'm wasting a lot of time to beat these guys. Am I getting checkmated? Not yet. I like to land this check. Doesn't seem to do anything. Let's say I go forward now. If my opponent lands a check here, I might not just come in here. I just want to make sure I do not blunder some checkmate or draw. Threatening to queen on the next move. I'm simply threatening to queen on the next move. Don't focus too much on learning opening lines. The truth is at 1-2, nobody knows the opening. If a Daniel, that's very correct. That's very correct. At below 1,000 rate, below, even at 1.8, even at 1.8, not everybody knows what they are doing in the opening. Even at 1.8, even at 2-1, I am an example of such a player. 2-1, but not too sure what they are doing in the opening. Their opponent just resign. Just resign. Just resign, bro. Should just focus on landing checkmate. Let's land checkmate. Ooh, I almost must sleep there. What? And that's checkmate. And that's checkmate. Do not bother yourself too much about the opening. Just know a lot of just do your tactics. Just know what you are doing. Just know what you are doing. Most games end in tactics at the beginner level. Even at my level, many games still end. Very good amount of games still end in tactics. Who is this guy with 22 points? Okay. That's high. Won't lie. Let's go here. I'm looking at pushing pawn forward here. I suspect, okay, for a moment I thought my opponent is part of those players who won't castle and just try to just break the board open and what have you. Let's go for a counter pin. Ooh. Ooh, I feel like just going here. Let's go here. My opponent is going to do this. That's what I assume they are going to do. Let's see. Let's see if I'm correct. You don't want to be doing this, guys. You really don't want to be doing that. I could have captured there and maybe it's a good move, maybe not. But now that my opponent plays that move, I think I can capture here. But do I want to? I could capture there, but I don't want my opponent capturing a pawn on my king side. Ooh, they can still go there. Look at this. I missed that. I forgot about my piece. Forgot about my piece completely. That piece is hanging. Although this piece, if my opponent plays this move, instead of going back, I think I just capture here. And if my opponent plays this move, we are just going to do this. Let's line up on this part of the board. I still have this move, but if I capture there, my opponent is going to capture this way. The rook is coming into the square, and not looking too pleasant. Not looking too pleasing. I really don't want to allow my opponent that, but if I do not allow them that, I think they have this hook. So let's capture here. That's a pawn, and I'm going to grab it. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, all right, bro, bring it on. All right, bro, bring it on. I could simply trap this here. What if I just trap it? It looks dangerous, I won't lie. It looks very dangerous, I won't lie. But I think I can trap it. Let's trap it. It looks dangerous, but I'm going to... Oh, now my opponent has to play moves like this. And I'm just going to capture here. Position is crazy. Position is very crazy. I think I need to actually put this bishop around my king. I think that's something I need to do. I think I need to put the bishop around my king. Maybe somewhere here. I would like to have this pinned. I would like to have that pinned. Let's go here. I still love that pin. I still love to preserve this pin. I'm also looking at moves like this. My opponent seems to understand what's going on here. Let's go here. Going for activity. My opponent is playing very aggressively. I think I should give them that. They are playing very aggressively. Very well, I guess. I like this pin. I really like the pin. My opponent cannot move their king because now I just give a check here. Oh, I just give a check and I'm picking up the queen. So they have to be careful. I'm also threatening. Okay, and that's exactly what they went for. Let's go here. Finally, opponent resigned. The guy played very aggressively. That was some very aggressive game. Yeah, number one actually plays those 1-1. Alright, let's go here. Guys, if you're watching this stream, kindly help me like the stream. Help me just do that. Just help me do that. Help me smash the like button on the stream. Help me smash the like button. Let's go here. I dread London players. Stop dreading them. I used to dread the Karukan players. I hate facing the Karukan so much that I had to learn a D4 opening just to avoid the Karukan. Just to avoid the Karukan, I learned a completely new opening just to avoid the Karukan. I learned the Queen's Gambit just to completely avoid the Karukan. Let's castle our king. I'm looking at this move for now. It doesn't look like it does a lot. I'm looking at this move. Still doesn't look like it does a lot. I think I like this pin for one reason. For one reason alone. I like the pin for one reason. My opponent has to act fast now. That's what I think. If they don't act fast, I have this move. And they do not act fast. I have that move. If opponent captures here, that's a free queen. That is a free queen. So opponent is likely going to play this move to keep defending this. But then I have this move. Then I have that move. Oh, they have that move as well. I didn't think about that. I did not think about that. Okay, now I think I can play this move now. Still piling up here, and my opponent cannot defend. My opponent cannot defend this. When you have a pin, when there's a pin, you want to pile up on the pinned piece. You want to pile up on the pinned piece. That is exactly what we are doing here. Piling up on the pinned piece. You know one thing in chess. If you ask me, I'll still tell you that 1-2 are not great in tactics. If you ask me, that's exactly what I'll still tell you. If my opponent captures there, the queen. Oh, I thought the queen is trapped. The queen is not trapped, but position is. The queen is trapped. Queen is trapped. My opponent would play a move like this, but then come this move. Where's the queen going? Queen is going nowhere. If you capture here, I just capture here, and I'm chilling. If you capture there, I capture here. It looks like I'm saving my piece, and we are just completely crushing here. You see, before I became a 1,200 rated player, I used to think that 1,200 rated players are just perfect. That's what I used to think. I used to think those, I mean, not 1,200 rated, I mean 2,000 rated players. I used to think those guys are just perfect until I became a 2,000 rated player, and I see the kind of goofy chess I'm playing. And I realized that if anything, my game is very far from perfect. Very far. I think my opponent should play a move like this. I think that's the way to go. That is the way to go. Oh, that move doesn't work because we are going to capture here, and it comes with a pin. And it comes with a pin. And opponent should be looking for the resign button. But these guys don't do that. Okay, finally he found it. He found the resign button. Let's go. Let's go. Before I became 2,000 rated player, I used to think 2,000 rated players are just something else when it comes to tactic. But I am a 2,000 rated player now, and I can assure you 2,000 rated player are far from perfect when it comes to tactics. I can tell you that for free. Although sometimes maybe I spot some very amazing tactic, maybe amazing combination. Sometimes it happens, but sometimes I just blunder very trivial stuff that I shouldn't be making such a blunder. So that's one thing with 2,000 rated player. My opponent is not developing any pieces. You can see they are just not developing any pieces. I'm trying to keep their king on the center of the board. My opponent is just interested in moving pawns. Not how you want to play, guys. Just develop your piece, castle if you need to. In many cases, I would just advise you just castle. I already have 3 pieces out. My opponent brought out only 1 piece and they immediately traded it. Okay, I'm going to put my knight here and I'm looking to land a check here. And I think my opponent is going to block this way and I'm going to capture here. If they capture here, I pick up their rook. That's what I'm setting up like this. That is what I'm setting up. What if my opponent plays a move like this? Looks interesting. Do I just capture here? Nah, because this move is forcing. It comes with a check, so my opponent is forced to respond to it. And finally, my opponent is bringing out a piece. Bro, why are you doing that? I thought we agreed that you won't be bringing out any piece. Yeah, yes. Ife Daniel, that's just absolutely correct. That is absolutely correct. That's absolutely correct. I play some games and like this, and I can't even believe I play such a game because it's just everything about the game is just blunders, missing simple tactics and what have you. But sometimes we just come up with some amazing sacrifice. Sometimes we just put some rook sacrifice where after the rook sacrifice is just checkmate. Maybe checkmate in 5, checkmate in 6, and what have you. All right, now that's a free piece. Maybe a 2,000 rated player is likely not going to make this kind of mistake. Not very often. They still make this kind of mistake. You still find this kind of mistake in some of their game, but not very often. But before I became a 2,000 rated player, I thought 2,000 rated players they just know everything about chess. That's what I thought. That's a piece. That's a pawn. I'm going to grab it. Thank you. Thank you for the pawn. That looks like a pawn, and it is a pawn. It is a pawn, but I don't want to trade my only center piece. Let's grab. Let's grab. I want to capture here and bring my knight back if I have to. If I need to. Okay, maybe my opponent plays a move like this. Okay, they don't. Let's go back here. Are we going to see this? We might see that move. I think I will keep my king, my rook here. I want my rook to still sit here so that we are keeping an eye on that on this file. Because I'm looking to play a move like this. I suspect my opponent is just going to capture. That's what beginners do. Opponent is looking at this pawn. Okay. Not only that pawn, opponent is looking at another pawn as well. Maybe opponent plays a move like the Maybe my opponent doesn't know the value of pieces. Maybe he doesn't really know the value of the pieces. Shouldn't be doing that. Just traded a full piece for a pawn. Yes, I'm 2-1 and my opening knowledge is around 1000. I guess we have that in common. Only a few openings that I know. Only a few openings that I know, and I can say, okay, I know what I'm doing in those openings. Most of the openings, I don't know what I'm doing in, but I just stick to opening principle. But although I'm trying to improve my chess. I'm trying to improve and see if I can get to 2-4. Although my target now is 2-3. If I get to 2-3, but I'm trying to see if I can get to 2-4, maybe before the year, before the end of this year. If I can get my rating to 2-4, that's my rapid rating. My peak rapid rating was, I think, 2000, over 2200. All right, and my opponent is going to capture here. That's what my opponent is going to do. You see that coming? I see that coming. Let's go here. I'm looking to just land a check here. And that should lead to checkmate, isn't it? Okay, let's say I land a check here. The king is forced into the square. And then I land a check here. Okay. Let's say I land a check here. The king is forced into the square. I land a check here. I can win this queen, I guess, if I want to. I want to deliver checkmate. Let's go for this check. That's checkmate now. That's checkmate. My opponent was trying to hide, but in that situation, you don't want to hide. You want to stay somewhere else. I want to move the king somewhere else. Let's go here. Why didn't you capture the free queen? Was there a free queen in this game? Was there a free queen there? Did I miss the free queen? Looks like my opponent is playing some weird stuff already. Why 2000 plus? You are second. Why? Not even sure what my opponent is typing. Why 2000 plus? You are second. Why? What does my opponent mean? I'm not second. What do you mean, bro? Let me ask, what do you mean? Yes, at the beginner level, eliminating blunders is just going to go a very long way. Eliminating blunders. Previous game, you pulled a knight back. That's true. Was there a queen when I captured? Oh, there was a queen. Yes, there was a queen. Yes, I remember. I had a knight here. My opponent has a queen here, and they brought their bishop here. Instead of capturing here, I just moved my knight back. That's the 200 elo in me. That's the 200 elo in me just coming alive. I really feel like capturing here. I really feel like doing that. I feel like just doing that. I am looking at moves like this. Looking at just moves like this. Let's do this on castle. Is my opponent going to do this? Maybe push pawn here. Looks interesting. Let's see what they come up with. Let's see what he comes up with. I would like to capture here. Oh, I should be doing that. Okay, but now that the piece is defended, I can do that without worrying. The pawn is defended. I would like to capture here, and after the trade, then I push pawn forward. And if my opponent captures here, I just grab here. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. That is just nice. Okay, I think I'm also interested in just castling. Right. Okay, I'm going to capture here. then I'm going to push pawn forward again. Let's see. If my opponent quickly, hastily captures here, that's a piece. That's a piece. But I'm not sure my opponent is going to do that. My opponent just does this. Ooh. Okay, opponent can capture here now. Let's see. Problem is I don't want my opponent. I don't want my opponent putting a knight here and harassing this, but looks like that's exactly what they are going to do. Maybe my opponent can play a move like this. I'm also looking at pinning this, but is that pin really strong? Ooh. Let's go for the pin. My opponent is very interested in hopping in here. But hopping in there now is just a blunder. It is just a blunder. If opponent does that, I just capture it, and they can't recapture this way. Regardless of which knight they move here, they can't just recapture because there will be a pin on the knight. Tempted to push pawn and push pawn. That cannot be bad. Opponent can play this move. Ooh. Opponent can play that move. I hate that move. Opponent can play that move, and I would love to play something else instead of capturing there, but looks like. Okay, if opponent plays this move, what if I just capture here? What if I just capture here, asking my opponent to play this move, then I play this move? With simple ideas that if my opponent moves this knight, then I can capture here with check, capture here with check. Okay, but I capture here. I have to make sure this knight cannot defend this knight. I capture here, my opponent is going to capture here, then I push pawn forward. Oh, if my opponent moves here, I just grab that. Okay, they can't do that. They can't do that. So if I move here, what if my opponent captures? I just capture back. Okay, let's capture here. Okay, let's go here. Let's proceed with our plan. I have a pin on this pawn. That's why I actually sacrificed there. And now I'm opening up an attack on this on this knight. Opponent can try to sack, and maybe they have a claim that what claim do they even have? Not seeing their claim. Let's see. Because I'll be looking at landing a check here. That's something I'm looking at. Okay, if my opponent moves that knight, let's go here. Is he struggling to capture this way? And let's go here. Can we grab that? Do we grab that? That might be the question. I'm looking at this. I wanted to capture here, but I'm looking at this because this comes with a direct threat of simply playing a move like this if my opponent is not paying attention. But I think my opponent can easily solve that problem with this move. Oh, they can they? They can't. They can't. Okay, opponent has to be very careful. Maybe capturing here is also very good because but I prefer to capture the other way. Okay, I'm up, or what am I up? What am I even up? Let's just trade. Can't be bad. I'm up a full piece. I'm up a full piece, and I should be chilling. Although the game is just going to drag out. And I wish I can end the game very quickly so I get another game started. Yes, before you make a move, as I always like to say it, the way I always like to say, before you make a move, ask yourself, what is my opponent going to play? That's just you trying to visualize the position and see what's going to happen next. Okay, opponent's knight is coming here. When your opponent makes a move, just do not assume that your opponent is just making a move. Don't assume that. Don't assume that. That assumption is that assumption. Oh, that would have been a fork. That assumption usually leads to blunder. When your opponent makes a move, although at the very low level, at the lowest level, most time when your opponent makes a move, they are just making a blunder, nothing else. But you also still want to ask yourself, why did my opponent make this move? Because in some cases, your opponent just made the move, just threatening checkmate in one. Something that if you had asked yourself, why did my opponent make the move? You easily just see, oh, my opponent is threatening checkmate in one. But because you didn't even think about your opponent move, maybe you're attacking, you are trying to set up some kind of checkmate, you just ignore everything your opponent is playing, and you just locked in your own only your own moves. That's how you blunder. That's how you blunder. I don't want to trade it here. That's one thing. Let's go here. Let's go here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I thought that was a fork. It's not, because I can capture here and then I come here. Can I really come there? Okay, the knight can come there. Yes, I can. Just want to make sure before I blunder. If my opponent captures here, I'm just going to capture this way. I think the endgame is winning. I think the endgame is completely winning for me. The endgame is completely winning for me. This is okay. I saw that coming from a mile away. Let's go here. Opponent might be looking at the check here. I'm just going up and up. Up and up. This endgame is completely winning. So let's see. Yes, loss from light, I understand. I used to be there, and sometimes I still get myself there. You just focus on only your own moves, and you just forget about your opponent. Just made a move, but you are not even thinking about your opponent's move. You are just trying to maybe deliver checkmate, and you did not even take 1 minute or just a few seconds or some time to just consider your opponent's move and ask yourself, why did my opponent play that? Why did my opponent play that? Let's grab here. That's a pawn. That's also another pawn waiting to be grabbed. Okay, now I have a pass pawn, although the pass pawn is not running now. Opponent has a pass pawn, guys. Do you see what my opponent is cooking? Do you see what my opponent is cooking? Opponent is cooking some checkmate here. If I get greedy and say, oh, that's a pawn, and I easily grab the pawn, all of a sudden, opponent lands this check, and that will be checkmate. But I still feel like grabbing the pawn because I'm trying to say to my opponent, when you land this check, I have this move. I have this move. That's what I'm simply saying to my opponent. But guys, that's risky. That's risky. And because it's risky, I feel like, oh. Okay, I think I'm just going to grab the pawn now. I'm going to grab the pawn now. I'm going to grab the pawn. I don't want to lose this pawn. That's why I grab the pawn. I wanted to play something else, like just moving here, but my opponent just grabbed this pawn and it's annoying. And although I know this, I know if my knight is here at the very if it comes to the worst, if we assume the worst of the position, okay. Now I think I just want to come back here. Let's come and attack this pawn. If my opponent grabs this pawn, I grab this pawn. I wanted to push this pawn forward, and if I had pushed the pawn forward, I think my opponent just maybe plays a move like this, and might struggle to get behind this pawn. So I want to stay behind the pawn. The rooks belong behind the pawn. But maybe opponent can land a check here, and after I play this move, then push, okay, then capture here. Looks interesting. I want to start pushing my pawns. Let those pawns roll. Let's say I push the pawn forward here. What do I expect? Okay, it's going to take my opponent at least 3 moves to get their knight to come into this square. So let's say I play a move like this. My opponent comes close and I play a move like this. Okay, it doesn't seem to work. Let's push pawn forward. Pass pawns should roll. Pass pawns should roll. Capturing here just loses. I think they have to start moving their king now. They have to start moving their king now. Yeah, okay. Maybe they don't have to. Maybe they don't. I think they have to. But maybe they don't. Let's say they capture here. I push pawn forward. And then they play a move like this. It doesn't work. I can land a check here and I promote on the next move. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Okay, it's called tunnel vision, I guess. Tunnel vision. Sometimes you are so locked in your attack and you just forget something, or sometimes you just calculate some stuff. Okay, I give my opponent a check here, they move the king here, I land a check here, the king is forced into the square. You just calculate, and in your calculation the position is ending in checkmate. You have calculated and the position is ending in a checkmate. All of a sudden your opponent, instead of moving their king, they just move a bishop or a knight from somewhere to block the check, and everything you have calculated, it's just no longer working. It's no longer working. My opponent captured there. My opponent got greedy. But now, how are you stopping this pawn? How are you stopping the pawn? My opponent can land a check here. It doesn't work. I'm just going to do this and promote. I feel like promoting to a knight, but it's unnecessary. The game took too long, in my opinion. The game is taking too long. I spent like 50 minutes on just one game. More than 15 minutes, like 16 minutes. Okay, my opponent is going to lose on time. Just going to lose on time. So I spent like 16 minutes in one game. Opponent, you should have resigned earlier. Okay, now I'm playing a beast. Let's castle here. Okay, I thought my opponent is going to capture here. My opponent knows the theory. They are moving their king, moving their pieces everywhere. Moving their pieces everywhere. What have you? Opponent is very interested in just moving. Let's capture there. Not be bad. My bishop is sad, I won't lie. That's a sad bishop. That's a sad bishop. I would love to push pawn forward. Can I do that? My opponent already has so many pieces attacking that. My opponent has so many pieces controlling that square. I do not like my position. I do not like my position. I really want to play a move like this. I really want to play a move like that. But my opponent is going to capture with a pawn. Opponent is going to capture with a pawn. What if I just strike here? I think I'm going to strike here. I'm trying to create a weakness so that my knight can actually move. Let's move the knight somewhere productive. So this bishop, if you are talking about a sad bishop, there's no bishop that is even that is as useless as this one. That's a very useless bishop. That is a very useless bishop. Although my knight is sitting on a very good square. Knight sitting on a very good square. I'm trying to open this part of the board up. So let's see. Let's go here. Ooh, Marble Knight is coming here. Evil Knight. Evil Knight. And I wasn't paying attention. I think we have to go back. Where are we going back to? I wish Marble was captured here, but he's not going to do that. Marble is too skilled for that kind of move. Opponent is too skilled for that kind of move. If opponent captures here, I'm going to capture here. Opponent doesn't want to capture. I can capture here and win myself a pawn, and I'm considering it. I won't lie. I am considering it. That's a pawn. That will be a pawn. Capture, capture. Do I want to trade here? That I do not think I want to do. Okay, now if I capture here, when my opponent captures here, earlier I didn't want to capture there. Oh my goodness. Opponent grabbed here. Alright, maybe my bishop is not as sad as it used to be now. Now all of a sudden I have this. Guys, it's my opponent losing. All of a sudden I have that and the piece would be trapped. All of a sudden I have that and the piece would be trapped. But I think my opponent can capture here with the queen. They don't want to do that. They really want to capture here. That's what they really want to do. That's everything they want to do. But if they just capture here now, I just ignore everything and go here. My opponent is saying, bro, it doesn't work. Opponent is saying, bro, it doesn't work. Opponent is saying, bro, it doesn't work. And opponent might be right. But I'm not buying it. Opponent might get a pawn and I get some weaknesses. Opponent might get a pawn and I get some weaknesses. Let's go here. Let's go here. I suspect my opponent is planning to capture here. That's what I suspect my opponent wants to do. But then I'm coming here. If my opponent blocks here, I'm going to sack here and checkmate. Why can't sack there? Ooh. I can't sack there. Wish I can. I really wish I can, but I can't. If you're wondering why didn't I capture there, because if I capture there, I'm getting checkmated on the back rank. Alright. How is my opponent defending checkmate now? Oh, I see how they are doing that. Opponent is full of tricks, guys. Opponent is full of tricks. How can one person be so tricky? Then I can capture here. Oh, I can't. What if I just capture here? My opponent played very well, I won't lie. I wanted to go here, but then my opponent will have this move. Opponent will have that move. Problem is I still can't capture their queen because I'm getting checkmated here. Guys, I'm cooking a queen sacrifice here. Guys, I'm cooking a quick sacrifice here. I'm looking at sacrificing my queen here. But then my opponent can just capture here. And if I capture here, it does nothing. Okay, let's say I capture here now. My opponent is going to capture here. Let's say I sack here. Let's say I sacked here. If my opponent captures here with check, I can capture. And then they capture here, and looks like the material is equal. I'm looking at playing some moves like this. I'm looking at playing a move like this. But what if my opponent captures here or capture here? I think my opponent is going to capture here instead. Okay, now I feel like just doing this. Problem is opponent can always capture here. Problem is my back rank. My back rank is so terrible. My back rank is so terrible. This position should be winning for me. I feel like it is winning for me. Queen f3 was winning straight. If I had gone queen f3, my opponent has a knight here. If I had gone queen f3, my opponent has this move. Oh, the position was winning, guys. Even if my opponent has them, oh, I still can't capture their queen. Oh, I can. Oh, I missed it. I can because this will be defended. Let's go here. Trying to just go to sack everything. Oh my goodness. I wish I found queen f3. I would have just won the game. Still can't play anything because of my back rank. I almost beat it 2-4 and I missed. Oh, I wish I just calculated that tactic. Just one more move. Is my opponent lost now? It's not lost. Very evil opponent. My goodness. Let's resign. I wish I found that move. Oh, I just thought my opponent played that move and it's over and I didn't calculate to the end. Let's try to play fast and win some game fast now. Oh, I wish I had just taken one more minute to look at the position. That's a tactic I'm capable of finding. But that would have been another 2-4. That has fallen to me. Capturing here is just a free piece. So opponent cannot capture there. Opponent can capture here, but I think I can capture here. No, I can't. Let's say I capture here. My opponent is going to do this very sad kind of capture. Alright, let's go back here. I'm looking at setting up some nastiness here. Alright, I'm trying to set up a trap here. I suspect my opponent is going to play this move. Then I hit them with this move. If my opponent captures here, that's why you always want to ask yourself, why did my opponent play that move? And you always want to double check your moves. If I play this move, does my opponent have something else? Opponent didn't do any of that. Opponent doesn't do any of that. Opponent doesn't do any of that. Okay, I think I want to capture this way because if I capture my knight, I think my knight is trapped. I think my knight is trapped. So let's capture here, and my opponent would play a move like this, and I just go here. And if my opponent captures here, and I feel like just going here, but it's unnecessary, I just captured here. Okay, now I have this. Okay, my opponent just resigned. Let's get another game rolling. Let's see. Let's try to win some games quickly. I want to see, can I? Oh, I'm playing this guy. Playing this guy. This might be another waste of time, but if I play very well, I should have no issues. Shouldn't have no issues beating this guy up. Let me not play. Let me not follow him, and let me not play at the same pace he's going. Let's take it slow and steady. See what my opponent is up to. Do you see what my opponent is up to? Opponent is up to playing moves like this. Let's strike in the center of the board. I think I can just capture here. Can't I just capture here? Oh, if I capture them, my opponent can capture, recapture with their knight. What if I capture here? My opponent can capture here, and after the trade, I'm down with piece. But I think I can just capture here. Can't I just capture here? Alright. Still feel like going here. Doesn't seem to work. Maybe it works now. I think it works now. Because if my opponent captures, I capture here and the piece is pinned. Piece would be pinned. It works now. Okay, now I can capture here. Ooh, opponent is full of tactics. Our opponent is full of tactics. But now I'm trying to capture here. I'm looking at this check. And what is my opponent going to play? That's my question. After I land a check like this, what is my opponent going to play? Maybe they play a move like this. Let's land this check. Cannot be bad. Okay. For a moment, I wanted to play something else, but I think I'm just going here instead. For a moment, I wanted to play something else. Let's just go back. I wanted to move my knight here to defend this, but I don't want to lose my bishop. That bishop is active, very active. Oh, for a moment, I thought I had something incredible. I really do not want to trade my active pieces. I really don't want to trade my active pieces. So let's say I just go back here. What do I expect? That's a pin. And I don't think my opponent wants to be part of those pin. My opponent's king is weak. My own king feels also weak, but I want to keep pieces on the board. I saw that sacrifice coming from a mile away. I saw that sacrifice coming. Go away. Let me trade queens. I really don't want to. But this guy is tricky. I think without the queens on the board, I'm not getting checkmated. So let's trade the queens. Let's trade the queens. Without the queens on the board, I'm not getting checkmated. At least that's what I think. So let's go. I'm hitting this. I'm hitting this. My opponent is full of tricks. That's why I traded the queens. That's why, and he resigned. And he resigned. That's why I traded the queens. This guy is full of tricks. If I just try to keep playing, keeping the queens on the board, before you know, the guy knows a lot of. The guy is so good in tactics. The guy is so good in tactics. Yes, there's a battery setup, but I didn't fall for it. Let's get another game rolling. Can I score 40 points? That's the issue. The issue here is that we are playing rapid, and sometimes a game might last up to. Opponent is not trading. Let's go here. I'm asking opponent to capture here. Opponent just move forward. I'm looking at pushing pawn forward here, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Do I push pawn forward again? Nah, let's do this. Let's do that. I'm waiting for my opponent to play moves like this, which I don't think my opponent is going to play. I feel like doing this does nothing. Pushing pawn forward does nothing as well. Let's go back. Let's go back here. What if my opponent push pawn forward by himself? I think I can just capture here. And after the trade, I just capture here. I think I should be fine. That's exactly what my opponent decided to go for. What if I capture here? Let's capture here first. Right, before I capture there, I want to throw in this move. I'm just hitting this. And now when I capture here, I'll be hitting this. Chess.com, kindly reconnect me back as well. Just got disconnected for no reason. Okay, my opponent played that move. I feel like just landing a check here. That's a very meaningless check. Check doesn't really do anything. Let's go here. Let's go there instead. I have 2 pieces attacking this. My opponent has 2 pieces defending it. 3 pieces attacking it. I suspect they are going here. I look like I'm looking at playing a move like this. Looking at just playing moves like this. No audio. No audio. No audio. I think there should be audio now. Why did my opponent play that? Yeah, opponent, why did you do that? I think there's audio now. Lost from light. Oh, there's still no audio. Oh my goodness. Let me check my settings. Let's check my settings. Why is there no audio? Let's check my settings. Let's check the settings. Okay, there is now. All right. That's good to hear. That's good to hear now. That's good to hear. All right, my opponent sacks, and they are looking at landing. That's a piece, bro. That's a piece. I think I can capture here first, And when my opponent captures here, then I capture here. That cannot be bad. Or if I capture here, my opponent is going to capture with a rook. Oh, I missed that. I missed that. I missed that. So I can capture here first. Or if you capture with the rook, I just trade the rooks. So I expect them to capture the bishop. I almost forgot about this. Let's capture here. Let's capture here. I'm not sure. I think my opponent just messed up the tactic. Hopefully I'm not the one messing up tactics now. Let's go here. Opponent can sack here, and after the trade, land a move like this. Oh, I thought they could land that move. They can't even land it. I'm seeing. The reason I didn't capture here earlier is that because they will have a knight here and the knight can hop in here and I can't capture with my queen, because if I capture with my queen, my opponent can just capture here with their rook and I'll have to capture this way, and my king side is not looking pretty. My king side won't be looking pretty. That's why I decided not to go for that. That's why I decided to trade here. And if my opponent had captured with a rook first, I was just going to trade. And after the trade, I still pick up the bishop. The opponent, just resign, bro. Just resign. I'm looking at this move already. That move looks interesting to me because I'm just threatening checkmate. You know the funny thing? Do you know the funny thing? My opponent can go for this check. I'm just going to pick this up, and if you capture here, I land checkmate. So you are not on time to do all of that. And with that said, I really want to move this bishop so that my rooks would be connected, so I don't have to worry too much about those tactics. My opponent might still go for this, but I'm just going to capture, and this trade doesn't work. It doesn't work. And if my opponent goes for that, simply shows show you guys something. Opponent is just thinking about their own move. My opponent just goes for this, and because they went for that, okay. I really want to capture here. I really want to do that. Doesn't seem to work. Opponent is threatening to capture here. Problem is, if I capture here, when opponent captures here, if I go here, they are not able to capture there. No, they are not. But what am I really gaining? What am I really gaining? That's a piece. I really want to capture it, but I don't want to get too greedy. I want to complete my development, but looks like I also can't do that. So let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's do this and just stay away from trouble. On the next move, I'm already looking at playing a move like this, just to complete my development. That's a piece. Now, if my opponent doesn't move this piece or defend it, I'm going to capture it. I don't want any kind of complication since I'm already winning. So since I'm winning, I don't want complications on the board. When you are winning, you really do not want any kind of complications. Now I can capture here, and I'm also threatening to capture here. My opponent forgot about their piece. I think my opponent wants to double up here. All right, be my guest, bro. Be my guest, bro. I feel like sacking here does absolutely nothing. So let's just go. I don't want to go back, but where am I going to? I think I'm going back. Oh, I should have just gone. Oh, I thought I could go there. That would have been a free queen. That would have been a very free queen. Now I'm setting this up. That will be a skewer on these two pieces. So opponent has to watch out. Looks like opponent is watching out. This is something I really want to go for. So let's go for it now. Now that we have the chance, let's go for it. And some variation, I could sack here to deflect the queen, but the queen is doing an amazing job there. So for now, I can't do any of that. Let's go here. Oh, that would have been another one. I missed it. I missed it. That would have been another skewer. I forgot about my bishop completely. Completely forgot about my bishop. This check is very nasty, but I'm not sure it's leading anywhere. Okay, now it's leading. It's leading somewhere. Now my opponent will have to give up their opponent will have to give up their queen now, because the king is left. Okay, they can play this move. Ooh, my goodness. All right, I'm just going to capture here. Then I go for this check. My opponent, okay, opponent can play this move. They can move here. Opponent is surviving. Okay, then I have this check. This check cannot be bad. Where's the king going? King can go there. I want to go for this check, but guess what? My opponent just blocks this way. So let's go for this check. Let's see how my opponent blocks. If my opponent blocks with their queen, then I come in here with a check. And if they block with their bishop, then I capture the bishop. Okay. I almost wanted to say I have a sacrifice. Okay, now let's come back here with check. I have this check. Is that not checkmate? Okay, it's not checkmate. This evil queen is just surviving. Evil queen is surviving. Okay, is that not going to be checkmate now? I think this should be checkmate now. This should be checkmate thanks to my sniper bishop. Can I still get one more win? Can I still get one more win? Can I still get one more win? Yeah, I'm playing a 1-5. Let's try to win. Opponent likely wants to land here. Opponent likely want to land here and trade pieces. Let's go here. Now my opponent might capture here, saying, bro, you have moved your bishop and I'm going to capture now. So you move the bishop again. He doesn't do any of that. I'm going to castle now. Now if my opponent moves here, I'm just going to capture here and then capture here, because that's just going to be a free pawn. Okay, opponent doesn't do any of that. Okay, now I'm tempted to do this. Looks like I'll pan. Looks like I might win a pawn, but I don't think so. I'm not winning a pawn. My opponent can capture there. Ooh, okay. For a moment, I thought my opponent has this move. Opponent doesn't. My opponent is going to trade here and then try to go for this, but I'm not going to allow that. Can I capture there? Can I capture there? Am I getting trapped? I don't see it. If my opponent plays this, I have this capture. That's a risky pawn to capture. Let's not be greedy. Let's leave the pawn alone. Let's leave the pawn alone. Love to remain on this diagonal. I'm looking at pushing and pushing here. So let's see what my opponent is up to. Opponent might push pawn forward again. Okay, for a moment I thought that's what we are going to see. Let's go here. Is my opponent looking at moves like this? So for now, I'm not buying it. And now I'm not buying it. I'm also looking at this move. I'm looking at kicking this away first, and if they move into this square, then I grab that. That's what I'm looking at. I need to move fast, guys, so that my opponent doesn't end up just running the time when they are in a losing position. But if I play too fast, I may find I might be the one running out the time because I'll be the one in a losing position. Wow. Crazy, guys. Position is crazy. Position is crazy. I need to move fast, 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 fast. I think I have 3 minutes to win from my own time. The sacrifice looks nasty. Is he winning? It might be winning, guys. It might be winning. Oh my goodness. It might be winning. It might be winning. Maybe I shouldn't have accepted the sacrifice. Maybe. Just maybe. Oh, if I can't capture there, sadly. Sadly, I can't capture there. Okay, maybe it's not winning. Maybe I'm surviving. I can't capture them. My opponent can move their queen. They can move their queen, move their queen somewhere here. And I have no other attack. That's the sad part. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do that because I don't think I have any other thing to do here. My opponent is going to capture a check. I simply move away. Opponent doesn't have any other check. Good thing. Opponent doesn't have any other check. That is a good thing. What if opponent captures here and I capture here? I think I should still be fine. Let's do this. Very interesting move. And what's the idea behind the move? The idea is so that I can roll here and I'll be threatening all kinds of stuff here. And maybe we will end up trading the queens. And if we trade the queens here, I should have no issues. If we trade the queens here, I should have no issues. Go away, evil queen. My opponent might play this move. Not a move I like. One move that does the job. A move that does the job. A move that painfully does the job. My opponent is even the one winning material. My opponent has a lot of pawn that they are even up 1 point of material. Imagine my opponent is even the one up material. But I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm doing okay. Maybe opponent thought they are trapped. They are not trapped. Why did opponent play that? Why did you go for that, bro? You can't capture this knight. That will be checkmate. And my opponent captured the knight. My opponent got carried away by his own attack. Opponent got carried away by his own attack. He wasn't thinking of my own moves. He was just not thinking of my own moves, which is what I am telling you guys. Opponent just got carried away with the attack. All right. This one doesn't look like it's going to end very quickly. This one does not look like it's going to end very quickly. Let's castle here. Let's do this. I'm playing too fast. Justice, bring down the pace and play some decent chess. Bring down the pace and play some decent chess. Rook would be hanging on a1. The last game I played against that 1-5 is a very interesting game. I would love to look at it. I would love to look at that game. Let's go here. Let's go here. If my opponent captures here, something I would like to see. Opponent is not interested. Opponent is not interested. Am I interested? Opponent is not interested, and opponent is going for my pawns already. Let's go here. I would like to learn something here. I need to watch out for this piece. This knight is very evil. That's a very evil knight. Let's go here. Let's go here. I'm eyeing a piece. Opponent can easily block anyway. I really want to capture there. I have nothing. This move traps. This move traps the rook. This move traps the rook, but my opponent can capture here. But then I just capture here, and I think I should be fine. Let's go. If my opponent captures here, that's a free queen. That will be a free queen. I can just grab here. And I'm coming back. I'm chilling completely. Now I have a completely winning position. I now have a completely winning position. My opponent can easily run the time. Opponent can easily just run the clock out. I have nothing. I feel like playing a move like this. Doesn't do nothing. Alright, let's defend this pawn. So that when I bring this knight over here, I do not have to worry about my knight. Okay. I feel like sacking here. That's if they move this, but they are not moving that. Their opponent, can you stop this? Their opponent, if I move here now, I'm just losing. I'm just losing my piece. What if I move here? Oh, my opponent still can capture. My opponent can still capture. That might be a bunch of trade, and I think I'll be happy with it. I think I'll be happy with a bunch of trade here. I'm happy with a bunch of trades. Let's go here. Problem is opponent is not getting checkmated. That's the problem. Opponent is not getting checkmated. Maybe not yet. Opponent is just going to drag out the time. I was almost excited. I thought I had the Arabian mate, and maybe we have it, guys. We have it. If the knight moves away, we have it. And they can't defend the knight. My opponent resigns. And my opponent resigns. Wow. We just had to play a good game, because if we were just playing a random move, trying to play fast, we wouldn't have gotten a winning position. Just have to calm down, think. I think MRX was the one that gave me the advice of just calming down and thinking before I make my move. Because before, when I'm playing in this tournament, I'm just making my moves. I want to play 50 games before 2 hours runs out. I want to play as many games as I can before the tournament runs out. The 2 hours runs out. But MRX said, bro, just play a decent game, one game at a time. Just try to win, maybe win a few games. And if you check the tournament now, you'll likely see that maybe I just played. Maybe how many games? You'll see maybe I played just 10 games. You might just see that I just played 10 games and I'm winning, and I have 40 something points. Maybe if not 10 games, let's put it at maybe around 15, maybe 15, 20. Or just 15 and 20 solid games. 15 and 20 solid games. Escaso. I'm looking at moves like this. Let's go here. All right, let's do this. I don't want my opponent castling. I do not want my opponent castling. Now if I capture here, opponent cannot castle. What if I just go for this check? Oh, there's no check. Oh, there is check. Okay, my opponent captures that way. I still feel like sacking here. I'm just trying to resist the urge to sack there, but I can't. If opponent makes the mistake of playing this move, I just capture here, and the opponent is looking at doing that instead. Let's kick this evil away. Let's see what my opponent plays here. If you ask me, this position should be let's do this. I think if I had more time, this position is tricky, but I think I have a good chance. I have good chances of converting if I can keep my queens and not end up trading the queens in a bad trade. I wish I can somehow attack this, but I can't. See what my opponent is going for. Opponent wants to stack their pieces here. Same, bro, be my guess. Okay, I feel like capturing here, but after the trade, what do you have, Justice? You have absolutely nothing. I feel like just sacking there, I have nothing. Let's go here. Opponent is likely going to maybe play moves like this, try to harass me. I'm looking at just playing a move like this, but if I play that move, I get it with this. I get with this and I'm losing pieces. And the game just ended. The game ended. I finished. I was asking my opponent for a draw there. I think it's the other game where you were black and had a bishop on f8 and a rook on e8. Let's quickly take a look at some of those games. Let's quickly look at the 2-4 games and let me show you the tactics. When someone pointed it out in the chat, that is when I realized I missed it. I usually try not to look at the chat when playing. I usually try not to look at the chat when I'm in very critical position, because some of you might just give me a tip there and I just use that tip to beat my opponent. And if I had looked at the charts when I was thinking about that position, if I look at the chart, I think I would have found it. Because someone pointed it out. Someone pointed it out that Queen F3 was lights out. Let's take a look at this game. Queen F3 was lights out. Well, maybe not. Okay, this is lights out. Now I can capture here. I was just having headache over this move. I was having serious headache. I also considered this move. I considered this move in my head. So, okay, if I capture here. And now if my opponent captures here, bro, it does nothing. I'm just going to capture with my what do we call it? With my queen. And after the trade, I have to move. I was looking at this move. I looked at this move earlier and I thought my opponent can just capture here and I have no attack. But no, bro, you don't need that. The queen is under attack for just a few seconds or a few minutes. I just stopped thinking about capturing the queen because I realized capturing the queen leads to checkmate. Capturing the queen leads to checkmate. Capturing the queen leads to checkmate. I just stopped thinking about capturing the queen. I just stopped thinking about it, and it was a winning idea. Though my opponent still has some pawns that are quite dangerous and some very interesting pawns. Some very interesting pawns. But maybe I should have been able to win this. I guess I should. I guess I should be able to convert this. All right. Let's quickly take a look at another game. Let's take a look at another game. Okay, opponent was defending checkmate with 19 points of material on f2. Oh, yes. My opponent targeted 2 rooks and they have a queen just looking at the pawn and trying to defend the checkmate. Yes, I remember the game you are talking about. I think it's this game and I still ended up checkmating him. I think it's this game. Opponent just stack all their pieces, all their heavy pieces on this part of the board. A queen sitting here, this sitting here. Okay. The Queen's Gambit is one of my opening. Maybe that is why I'm not doing too badly in this tournament. I've been scoring a lot of 40 points in this tournament. Ooh, that's okay. I think it's this game where my opponent blundered something. Oh. Wait. It's +3 if I had found this move. I considered this move, but I didn't go for it. Is that move really good? Is that move so good? Oh, it's so good. Is it? What's the idea behind this move? I I consider my opponent just playing a move like this and I just capture here, but I was thinking, I thought for a moment that, oh, no, not that. If my opponent plays this move and I captured here, if my opponent captures here or capture here, I have this move, and on the next move I pick this queen up. I didn't consider the check. I'm missing a lot of stuff, guys. I'm missing a lot of stuff. I actually consider this move, and I suspect my opponent wants to play this. Because if my opponent moves the queen, my opponent can, okay, they can move the queen here as well. They can move the queen here as well. But if they move the queen here, I'm looking at moves like this just to dislodge the queen. And once the queen moves away, that will be a piece. Okay, I didn't even look at this move. I didn't look at this possibility. But why is this move go so good? Why are these moves good? Why are they so good? Knight d3. Because I go knight d3. I'm hitting this. And I'm hitting this. Wow. And if my opponent captures here, I can capture here. And I have a pin, so they can't move this. So I'll be winning a piece. Wow. I think I need to, well, I've been doing a lot of tactics almost every day. Some days I don't do tactics. Wow, it makes sense. I missed that. Okay. Back to what we were considering. Okay, I said if I had gone here, opponent cannot capture here. And if opponent moves the rook, I just capture here. Okay, I didn't find all of that. I just went for some goofy moves. Some sad moves. And in this position, yes, capturing there is good. I thought for a second, what if I capture here? Maybe the engine is going to accept. Okay, the engine is frowning. The engine is frowning at the move. And that's because my opponent can capture here with check. And if I capture here, who's laughing now? Who is laughing now? Because my opponent is going to capture here. So I'll be forced to capture this way. And look at my pawn structure around my king side. That's a very sad pawn structure. And it's unnecessary. It's worth it. It's worth it because it's still winning for me. +3. It's actually worth the piece, but it's unnecessary. It's unnecessary. If it's a matter of worthing it, it's actually worth it. But this is where in between move comes in, because I threw in this in between move. If my opponent captures with the rook to keep defending this piece, I can just simply capture here and capture here, trade the rooks and then capture here. And if my opponent captures with the bishop, I guess that's what they did. I just captured here, and I do not have that bad pawn structure, and my position is just completely winning. Let's take a look at a different game. Let's take a look at a different game before I call it a day. Hello, sir. Good night. Greetings from Netherlands. Shinon Slow. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that correctly. Happy to have you here. Happy to see you here. Good night and have a wonderful day. You still had about 7 minutes on that game. Wow, I played so fast. I had 7 minutes. I guess you are talking about the last game I played. Maybe against the 1-5. Is it against the 1-5? Let's take a look at the game against the 1-5 before I call it a day, guys. Oh, this was a roller coaster of blunders, guys. Wow. That move was not... Is that move not brilliant? That sacrifice was not good. Ooh. But to be honest, it's dangerous. That's a sacrifice. I just had to be brave. I just had to be brave, and at some point I was doubting if accepting that sacrifice was really worth it. Because once the queen started coming in, I was like, wow, bro, how am I surviving? Ooh, look at what I'm missing. Look at this defensive idea. Wow. Just take a look at this defensive idea. And the idea here is simple. If my opponent comes with this check, all right, we are learning, guys. We are learning. I block the check this way. And who is laughing? I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. I am just chilling. I just missed it completely. For some reason, I thought about this move, but I dismissed it. And maybe it also looks like it's working, but it doesn't work. I don't think it's working. It doesn't work. Because if I thought about this move, but for some reason I didn't think about this move. I thought about this move and this. I quickly dismissed this one. I just quickly dismissed it. So that would have been an amazing move. But I quickly... No, not this one. This one is a bad move. But if I have thought about this idea for long, maybe I would have found this. Okay, we are learning. Next time we found ourselves in this kind of situation, and we have a bishop sitting on the back rank, sitting at home. This is an idea with intentions of just blocking the check this way. That's an idea. Noted, guys. Okay, I'm going to play this. Oh my goodness. Opponent had to play this move and it's lights out. It's GG's. Why not? It's just GG's now. It's just GG's. Wow. It's just GG's. But my opponent captured here. And that's exactly what I was expecting. But I'm not playing very well, guys. How didn't I even think about this kind of an attacking move? That's also bad. And the reason I threw in this in-between move, so that at the end of the day, we have something going on here. But the problem is that the move doesn't work, because I think my opponent can capture with the knight. My opponent can capture the knight, I think. Capturing the bishop was bad. But I think capturing the knight... That pin. Oh, that pin. And if I had gone here, my opponent can just capture here with check. Wow. That was a bad game. I was trying to play very fast. I was trying to play very fast. And this was just bad from my opponent now. I thought, yes, they thought they found some tactics, but I have this checkmate. Guys, thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks everyone for tuning in. If you're watching and you're here to smash the like button, kindly help me smash that like button. Help me smash that like button, guys. And with that, I'm out. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I'll be playing in the Untitled Tuesday. But before the Untitled Tuesday, I'm likely going to come live. I'm likely going to start my stream 2 hours before the time. Very likely. And once again, thanks everyone for tuning in.